Good morning, madam. My name is YUGANES NAIR, son of VEJAYAN. My matric number is B0921100084. I am from bmmh, session 1. Today I am going to explain about introduction of fishing reel gear. The first point of introduction of fishing reel gear is a fishing reel gear ratio indicates the number of the times of spool, which is each turn of the handle on a fishing reel gear. This will mean that for every crank of the handle, as the number of revolution decreases, the power is increased, but speed can be compromised. Second point, we can know as different types of fishing reel gears will have a different gear ratios, sometimes making them best for use for specific purposes. As we know, bait casting and spinning reels are two types of vary in the gear ratio based on what they are used for. The third point of introduction of fishing reel gear is the term of torque is similar to the discussion of speed and other contributing factors to the speed of the reel. The amount of force can be angular, can be applied to the intake of the line, which is affected not only the gear ratio but also by the length of the handle. The fourth point is the longer the handle increases the distance, meanwhile the increase the amount of the force that can be applied to the gears. That's all from me, madam. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Muhammad Syahir bin Amar. My number metric B0921104004. Okay, today I would like to present the justification of gear fishing reel. This is this first gear of fishing reel is located on the internal shaft of the handle. Teeth of the spur gear are specially machined to interact with a smaller gear that reside on the center shaft of the reel spool. The rotation transmission mechanism has a drive gear that rotates in conjunction with the operation lever and a pinion gear that mesh with the drive gear. The smooth can reel feel when turning the handle is largely a result of how finely this gear mesh up inside the reel. So, is there a few factors that are common to spur gear fishing reel? First is a pitch of a spur gear. Pitch of pitch circle is a face between the one tooth to the next tooth, and it divide into two gear teeth that addendum and dedendum. Okay, next is a outside diameter or circle. There we saw the circle in the out of the teeth is that the outside diameter. And next is a pressure angle. Pressure angle is a angle between the pitch line and the pressure line, where the pressure line is tangent to the pitch point and is normal to the tooth surface. Next is a addendum of a spur gear. Addendum of spur gear is a space between outside of the circle and the pitch of circle. But the addendum of a spur gear is the distance between root circle and pitch circle. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad LUQMAN. I'm presenting about gear design. This is the spur gear design of fishing reel drawn by using SolidWorks. The driver gear has 60 teeth, and for the driven gear, it has 20 teeth. The diameter of driver gear is 30 mm, and the diameter for driven gear is 12 mm. The large gear is used to move the small gear where the fishing line spool is kept. This is the animation of gear fishing reel.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hakim bin Eazizy. My numbers matrix is B092.10448. Today I will present about calculation of gear. For number of teeth for driver gear is 60 teeth, and then for driving gear is 20 teeth. Diameter pitch we get for driver gear is 30 mm, and then we convert in inch 1.1811 inch. For driving gear we get 12 mm. We convert in inch 0.4724 inch. And then about circular pitch. The formula of circular pitch is P equal pi times D over teeth. And then for modules, M equal D over teeth. After that, for formula pitch diameter, PD equal teeth over T. Okay, for the next slide. Formula for gear ratio is teeth driver gear over teeth driven gear. We will get the answer equal is 3:1. Then rational speed at driver gear equal 1 RPM. Then the formula is N driver gear over N driver gear. To get the power of gear, we assume the input torque is 1.7 Nm. Then the formula of power, P inlet equal 2 pi N driver gear times torque driver gear over over 60. After that, to calculate gear efficiency, we need to find torque driven. So the formula for torque is F times R. After that, for gear efficiency formula is P driven gear over P driver gear, or torque driven gear over torque driver gear times gear ratio. So that's all from me. So thank you.
My name is KAWEEARASAN Rajandran. My metric number is B092110273. Based on the discussion over the fishing reel gear, when you turn the handle on a fishing reel, you are engaging gears inside the reel. Those internal gears are what turns the spool. As you know, the spool of a fishing reel refers to the part of the reels that hold your fishing reel. Turning the handle on a fishing reel engages a flat circular shaped spur gear. This spur gear is located on the internal shaft of the handle. It on the spur gear are precisely machined to interact with a smaller gear that resides on the center shaft of the reel spool. Some other factors that contribute to the smooth feel and durability are how exact the specifications and tolerance are between those gear and what type of metal and gear are made of. The spool of ability to spin freely is the result of the disengagement of the gears. The best way to prolong the life your reel is to do annual check. See your gears are properly lubed with correct type and amount of grease. Taking them to a trusted tackle shop is a good option. This grease helps reduce friction and control heat buildup in your reel. Furthermore, more torque from a lower gear ratio means that the reel below it requires less effort. If using fishing reel with a higher gear ratio, you can gobble up more line with each turn of the handle. Next is conclusion. Fishing reel gear subsidies and mechanism.
fishing gear regulation and adapt fishing craft development and are areas of limitations among the development to capture the fishing sector. There are two factors that affect the development and the limitation. The higher gear ratio, the more line you recover with turns of handle, but the disadvantage is often a loss in power necessary to subdue large fish. Second is the lower gear ratio, the more torque the reel produces. However, the downside is less line is recovered with each turn of the handle. Thank you.